All these familiar faces, wonderful. And yet people I've yet to meet. Just checking his phone. Fancy seeing you two here. There's a space down there. So there, next to this gorgeous young
Before we begin the ceremony today, I just have a few short announcements to make to you. If I can ask that your phones are turned off or to silent for the duration of the ceremony, that would be appreciated. Thank you. And then in terms of any photographs that are taken during the day, the couple would just ask that if you kindly wait until they've posted on social media first before you post anything. Other than that, Pete, do you want the good news?
Yeah, go on.
She's here. Woohoo! She looks beautiful. Woohoo! And she still wants to marry him. So the ceremony will be underway shortly.
I don't like that word shortly, do you?
Perfect. Perfect. Family and friends, can I invite those who were able to be upstanding to welcome the wedding party?
Bit of Etta James, you can't beat it.
Yeah, I chose it myself.
Bit of music,
Not wrong. Please be seated, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone, and today really is a very warm welcome in every sense of the word to the Old House Hotel here in Wickham on this very special occasion to celebrate the marriage of Pete and Charlotte. My name is Jane and my colleague is Verona. We're both registrars and proud members of the Hampshire Ceremonies team, and we're delighted to be here with you on your special day. Today, I have the great pleasure in guiding you both through your vows and promises, whilst Verona is here to witness the marriage and make the legal entry into the marriage schedule. Before we proceed with the ceremony, it is my duty to inform you that the place in which you are now met has been duly sanctioned according to the law for the celebration of marriages. Well, Pete and Charlotte, since first meeting 14 years ago, your relationship has grown. You've already made and shared lots of memories together, no doubt, and you've now made the decision to make a marriage commitment to each other. So that moment of yes has led to this moment of yes. And after all the planning and excitement, your wedding day is finally here. So what is marriage? Well, legally it's a verbal contract between two people, but we know it's so much more than that. It's the union of two hearts, a partnership that's built on a closeness and sharing that few other relationships can equal. And I think after all these years together, it's what the two of you already know. You found such love that you wish to spend the rest of your lives together. We hope that your marriage continues to enjoy the closeness of two people growing together, while still giving each other space to be your own unique selves. Now, a happy marriage is not about looking for perfection in one another. It is about patience and honesty, looking for the good in one another, and sometimes having the wisdom to give in, but never to give in. And remember, love is a verb, so it's not only spoken, but it's shown, not just in the grand gestures, but in the small everyday moments, in the things that you say and do for one another. And I'm sure after 14 years, you've already learned that the little things do matter. So today's ceremony is your chance to honour and celebrate your love, and in a few moments you'll be saying legally binding vows. By offering them sincerely and keeping them faithfully, you'll be offering to each other the gift of security, knowing that you will walk side by side through life's joys and challenges. Now, although your guests know you both well, before we commence the ceremony, I must ask you both to state your full names, starting with you, please, Pete.
Peter Brandon.
Thank you, and Charlotte.
Charlotte Louise Wiles.
Thank you. Your wedding day marks a new beginning in your lives, and I'm sure it means so much to have everyone here to witness what at heart is a very private moment between the two of you. Your loved ones are here not only to witness, but to share in your happiness and to celebrate your journey together as you begin this next chapter as a married couple. I therefore have a very important question I now need to ask your guests. Let's see if you've chosen them wisely. If any person here present knows of any lawful impediment to this marriage, they should declare it now to myself and Verona. I think I can hear a pin drop in the room. I think you've chosen your guests very well. So we can proceed. Pete and Charlotte, before you're joined in matrimony, I have to remind you of the solemn and binding character of the vows you're about to make. Marriage in this country means the union of two people, voluntarily entered into for life, to the exclusion of all others. It's not to be entered into lightly, nor is it likely to be set aside. Today is a confirmation of your commitment to each other, and it marks the start of the next chapter in your lives and journey together. So you'll now be exchanging rings by means of two declarations. In the first, you will declare that you're free legally to marry, and then in the second, you will take each other as husband and wife. So firstly, I'm going to ask each of you in turn to declare that you know of no legal reason why you should not be joined together in marriage. So Pete, starting with you, I'd like you to reply I am to this question. Are you, Peter Graham Dent, free lawfully to marry Charlotte Louise Wiles?
I am.
And Charlotte. Are you, Charlotte Louise Wiles, free lawfully to marry Peter Graham Dent?
I am.
So you've both declared that you're free to marry. So now the special moment has come, the heart of your ceremony, for you to make your marriage contract with each other. So I'm going to invite you to turn and face one another and hold both hands now to form a circle. And the reason I ask you to look at each other is, although you're making your vows in front of your guests and witnesses, you're making this contract with each other, and these are the words that will make you decide. So stay holding hands. I'm going to ask each of you a question in turn, and I'd like you to respond with I do. Starting with you, Pete. Pete, do you promise to love, comfort and cherish Charlotte and stand by her side for the rest of your life?
I do.
And Charlotte, do you promise to love, comfort and cherish Pete and stand by his side for the rest of your life?
I do.
You're now going to say your vows to contract marriage. Pete, starting with you, please repeat after me. I, Peter Graham Dent,
I, Peter Brandon,
take you, Charlotte Louise Wiles,
take you, Charlotte Louise Wiles,
to be my wedded wife.
to be my wedded wife.
Charlotte Louise Wiles. I, Charlotte Louise Wiles,
I, Charlotte Louise Wiles,
take you, Peter Graham Dent,
take you, Peter Graham Dent,
to be my wedded husband.
to be my wedded husband.
So Pete, And Charlotte, those words you've just spoken have united you forever. And as well as making your vows, you've chosen to mark this very special occasion with the exchange of rings. So rings are an ancient and traditional way of sealing a marriage contract. They're rich in symbolism because being a circle, they have no beginning and no end. And they're forged of precious yet strong metal to signify everlasting love. And I believe looking after these special rings today is Lexianne. Would you like to come up and join us, Lexianne? Let's see if you want to stand there. Open the box up. And let Pete find the ring that he's given Charlotte.
A little one.
Place that one going there, and then look at Charlotte while you say these words to her. Charlotte, my wife.
Charlotte, my wife.
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a sign of my love,
as a sign of my love,
as a symbol of my commitment
as a symbol of my commitment
to our marriage and life together.
to our marriage and life together.
Wish that ring on.
You got swollen knuckles.
You can give him a little hand there, Charlotte, if you need to.
Look at it there. You actually seen mine.
Right then, Charlotte, are you ready?
Yeah.
So looking at Pete while you say these words. Pete, my husband,
Pete, my husband,
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a sign of my love,
as a sign of my love,
as a symbol of my commitment
as a symbol of my commitment
to our marriage and life together.
to our marriage and life together.
Wish that ring on.
Well, that's
Both ways, doesn't it?
So now whether you're together or apart, these rings are reminders that you both the vows and promises that you're making to each other today. Thank you, Lexi. I'm very nervous. Well, Pete and Charlotte, you may have only spoken a few words today, but those words have taken you across the threshold of life. And things will never be quite the same again. Because now, after 14 years, you can say to the world, this is my wife. This is my husband. May you always share your hopes and dreams, talk openly and confide in one another. Find joy in moments of quiet and peace, and remember often what first brought you together. May you remain the greatest of friends, take care of each other, and above all, find a lifetime of happiness together. So friends and family, to summarise today, Pete and Charlotte have promised to love and care for one another. You've made the declarations required by law, making a solemn and binding commitment, surrounded by the love and support of your family and friends. It is therefore my duty and my very great pleasure to tell you that in accordance with the law of this country, you are now husband and wife, and may seal your marriage with a kiss. The couple now have some very unromantic paperwork to complete, so bear with us while we do that. We'll sit and enjoy.
Who's that sitting in my seat? Said Mama Bear. Lovely to see you. Too much sleep. Well, that's sleep, woman. It's off me. That's telling him.
That's telling them,
Bloody way.
telling them.
That's honestly. Can't get the people of importance here.
It gives me great pleasure to present Pete and Charlotte with their parents. First piece of so, our very best wishes.
Oh, very good.
Thank you. Feel free. So it only remains for Verona and myself on behalf of everyone to wish you a wonderful celebration of the year today and long and happy life. The ceremony comes to a close and you just clearly leaving surrounded by the lights. So family and friends, now invite those who are able to be upstanding. And normally I'd ask you just to give a round of applause, but Charlotte's doing it twice now. Round of applause, we will wave those flags
Stop. Right, nice kiss. Yeah, and again, just. Oh, that's smooth.
Got it, thank you.
Beginners, they are. I just can't get enough. 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 Who killed the music?
Excited plays such an important role. Charlotte then reminded me that I'd have to do a speech. My excitement very quickly turned to horror. I then started thinking, what can I talk about? A lot of sisters have loads of stories about when they haven't got on, the arguments they had growing up, stealing each other's clothes, etc. But actually, Charlotte and I never had any of that. She was just so easy to get along with. As a child, Charlotte was always happy, always smiling, always giggling, and everybody who met her fell in love with her instantly. She was just very, very cute and very, very lovely, and I adored her, and I still do. And I know that doesn't make a very exciting speech, but it's true. And even when there were moments when I would playfully tease her, like when she would ask me to do her makeup, I'd make her look like a clown. She would giggle when she looked in the mirror and say, please Anna, please do it properly, and I'd wipe it all off, and I'd do exactly the same again, and she would still giggle. And she never got mad at me. As I'm sure most of you can attest, as Charlotte has got older, she has kept all of those lovely qualities. Although she's become a little more brutal, shall we say, when it comes to voicing her opinion. You never have to say to Charlotte, please be honest, because I can assure you she absolutely will be. Even when you don't necessarily ask for her opinion, she will give it to you.
Yeah, that's true.
An example of this is when Adi and I had a few days away. She called me and I was describing this beautiful room. It had a beautiful bathroom and a very large floor-length window in the bathroom. It was overlooking the grounds. We were both giggling and making sure, saying to make sure the blind was down if either of us were naked in case anyone could see us from the outside. In true Charlotte fashion, she said, if you're naked and there's anyone downstairs that can see you, they'll think, Christ, she needs ironing. Charlotte also has a mischievous side. When all of her children started to speak, they couldn't say Auntie Anna. It is quite a mouthful. So they would call me Nana, which I absolutely loved. Charlotte then decided to change it to Nanny when Lex came along. And even went so far as calling me Nanny Anna, which of course Lexi picked up instantly. There was a memorable day when I had some work being done at the house and Charlotte and Lexi had come round. Lexi was wandering around after me, calling me Nanny Anna. At one point I was chatting to the carpenter, who then asked me how old my granddaughter was. I was of course horrified and Charlotte nearly wet herself. So there is no one quite like Charlotte. She is delightfully unique. Also, I thought. And then she met Denty. And they are literally like two sides of a coin. You could not get two people more suited to one another. They have the same personality, the same sense of humour, and I can only assume, Pete, you're slightly deaf, as we all heard Charlotte singing. I sound like you! Rude. Pete, when Charlotte said that she'd met you, a single dad with two boys, I was a little bit concerned about your intentions. I've always been fiercely protective. But then we met you, and from the moment you came into our lives, we all loved you. You are hard-working, a great role model, obviously very handsome. I would even say controversially, you are funnier than Charlotte, which I know she's going to kill me for later.
You're funnier than Charlotte.
Talk about that after. I could not have picked a better partner for Charlotte or a better stepdad than Travelly and Lex. Thank you, we love you very much. We are so pleased to officially welcome you, Tom and Josh, to the family. Please raise a toast to the bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Dent.
Oh, it's lovely. You didn't tell them about when you pushed me down the toilet.
You can laugh at later. Do it again! Do it again!
I'm not going to lie, this is a bit scary. To be fair, Charlotte just offered me a quick stiffener to settle my nerves. I told her we should really wait until after the reception. Anyway, big boy pants on. Good afternoon, evening everybody, because it's later than we thought it would be. It's a pleasure to be stood here in front of you all as Charlotte's +1 on her big day. Our thanks go to Anna, Bethany, Gemma, Lynn, Jess and the Quob team for their help in making Charlotte's wedding featuring Handsome Pete a celebration that at least one of us dreamed of.
It's me!
Special mention also goes to Anna for taking on the father of the bride role. I never got to meet Charlotte's dad, but from all accounts he was a happy-go-lucky armed robber. Given the dedication that she's shown in filling his shoes today, I'm quite relieved that it isn't a shotgun wedding. I have one more person to thank, and that's Dave for agreeing to be my best man again. The first time he did it, the ceremony was in France, which was awkward because 90% of the guests were unable to speak coherent English. However, looking at you lot and the wonderful selection of wine in this place, my money is on us beating that figure by the end of the night. I first met Harlot in the school playground. She delights in telling people that, just so that she can enjoy the confusion on their faces as they mentally calculate our age difference, followed by the terror in their eyes as they consider the possibility that I might have groomed them. It's difficult to pinpoint the exact moment that I decided that she was the one. It might have been the time when I was drying off after a shower, heard her coming up the stairs and decided to give her a thrill. As I jumped into view, stark bollock naked, she simply looked down at little Pete and said, "That reminds me, we need to add cocktail sausages." Then again, it could have been that hot sunny day when I left her water in the garden whilst I snuck upstairs for a cheeky poo, only for her to realise that I would be a sitting target if she just aimed the hose through that part. I guess it doesn't matter really. The fact is that I fell for her then, and I haven't stopped falling for her since. Long may that continue. Ladies, gentlemen, and those of you from Bridgebury and around, please join me in placing a glass to my beautiful bride, Mrs. Denty. That's it from me, so please could you all put your hands together and give a warm welcome to Dave Deff.
I need the glasses, don't worry. What are you wearing?
Yeah, I started it. Just looking for his glasses.
Good evening. I understand over here next to you. For those who don't know me, I'm Dave Deff. Here's a made-up name. But for reasons still completely unknown to me, Pete chose me to be his best man. No, I'm really not a fan of public speaking, so if I suddenly passed halfway out, I'm sat there, so drag me back to make sure my glasses are full. When I asked Pete why he picked me, he said it was because I was his oldest friend. Looking around the room, it sounds like more of an insult. I first met Pete back at school. I used to be in a class with his older brother Chris. But one day while talking about computer games, Chris casually mentioned that Pete sold pirated copies. So naturally, like a sensible child, one dark night I found myself standing outside Malcolm's front door, waiting to meet this mysterious criminal mastermind. And that was the beginning of it, really. More importantly, I'd like to thank everybody else has done for all the behind-the-scenes help and what's happened. Thanks to the bridesmaids, everything. Now, Pete is really one of the kindest and most caring people you could meet. He'd always help anybody out, unless it involves DIY. In that situation, your best option is usually to call literally anyone else. Talking about DIY, my business cards are up here. One thing I'll always say about Pete is that he's dependable. I remember one holiday where after a considerable amount of alcohol, I somehow convinced myself I was going blind. Most friends would panic, not Pete. Pete calmly led me to the bar, propped me up, looked me in the eye and said, "Have another one." Ladies and gentlemen, we had some brilliant times over the years. Back in the day, we used to go clubbing to Arts. Our mate Matt used to drive us there in his transit van. We'd all pile in the back like we were being transported to a warehouse robbery rather than later. Pete's always been optimistic too. He has to be. He's a Nottingham Forest fan. You don't support Forest without developing patience, resilience, and the ability to believe things will somehow get better next season. Thankfully for Pete, things did get better when he met Charlotte. And honestly, Charlotte's been absolutely brilliant for him. Although, I'll admit my first impressions of Charlotte were a little mixed. On one hand, I thought she was kind, caring, funny, and exactly the sort of person capable of keeping Pete under control.
Oh no, I know what's coming.
But then one Sunday afternoon, I had just cooked a barbecue for them both. Charlotte suddenly smacked me in the centre of my forehead. I remember thinking, what have I done to offend her? Turns out there was a mosquito on my head. For a second there, I genuinely thought I was going blind.
I saved you, Dave.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll do it again.
Now, to prove that Charlotte adores Pete, she took it upon herself to pop the question. So on the 29th of February 2024, while standing in the kitchen, Charlotte got down on one knee and proposed to Pete wearing a t-shirt that read, "Willst du mich heiraten?"
Yeah, thanks, Angel.
Which is German for "Will you marry me?" And while holding the red arrow ring.
Yeah.
She had to buy several packets of arrow rings just to get a red one.
460, Dave.
460.
Yeah, yeah, a lot of Haribo rings.
But together, Pete and Charlotte are a fantastic couple. They support Nottingham Forest together, which already proves loyalty and resilience. And they even named their dog Brian, which tells you everything about what you need to know about the household. Only Forest fans would name a female dog after a chain-smoking alcoholic. More importantly, though, they've built an amazing life together and are incredible parents to Tom, Josh, Travis, Lou and Mitzi. People often say weddings are about giving advice to the happy couple. Honestly, I don't think I can tell you to anything you don't really know. Oh, well, I'll skip one. So all that's left for me to say is this. Pete, you're one of my oldest friends. Charlotte, you're absolutely perfect for him. And together you make an incredible team. May your marriage have more goals than Forest's 1979 season. And may there always be Harrow in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, raise your glass to the newly married couple. Pete and Charlotte.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Firstly, I think we should thank Nottingham Forest for not playing today. Otherwise, we couldn't have got married today. Thank you for being my +1.
Thank you for
Always
inviting
my
me.
+1. And thank you to everybody that has helped and all their voice messages that I've sent. You know who you are.
A lot.
For all the help that everybody has done behind the scenes, for all the support, for always being there and just being people that we love. So we only invited people that we love and want to spend time with. So for that,
Is that always or
always.
Always.
And so for that, friends at the Cum family. Now let's get shit-faced.
I'm not going to say Jennings. I love it.
Small knife, isn't it?
Where do we do it?
I'm gonna be